How's it going, YouTube? This is Trainer JI, and today we have the What Did I Buy series. This is number 5. What you see in front of you, $1,400. It's always usually how it is, somewhere around $1,400. It's not exact, but based on conversion rate, all that kind of stuff, that's about what it comes out to after shipping, etc. So, 200,000 yen, $1,400, and for anyone this is the first time watching this one, basically the reason why it's always the same is because that's the most efficient, best way to ship items from Japan in that dollar amount. Otherwise, you go over that, they start to charge you, they start to look at your packages, look through your packages more, which, I mean, you're not doing anything wrong, it's not the issue, it's just they start digging through things, and then you just never know what's going to get lost, maybe taken, damaged, etc. So, $1,400. That's what we got in front of us here. We'll see what we got here, and you can tell me whether you thought I won or lost in the comments, which no one seems to have done yet. So maybe we'll probably stop asking that. But no, sit back, relax, dig through this, see some cool stuff. I probably see some stuff that I've already showed off before, just because I buy a lot of the same stuff. But should be some unique stuff in here as well. But let's start off with old back stuff. We got Entei here from Neo 3 Rev. We got 2 copies. It's a beautiful card, right? Ew, what's on my nail? Is that a piece of food? Well, that's attractive, right? Yeah. Alright. Little something here. Not too bad, though. Just like usual with these, you guys are going to see better what's going on than I am just because of the way the camera angle is and with it being zoomed in. So when it gets uploaded and you see it on a bigger screen, you're going to see better than I can. So if I say, hey, this looks near mint and it's not, don't think I'm being a nasty scammer or something. I'm literally just can't see it as good as you. Next up, we have Misty. This one is from the Hanada City Gym deck. It's got no rarity symbol, so we got 2 copies of that. Man, the foiling on these is really nice. Misty's seen some better days for sure. We got Mew, very off-center Mew from Fossil. First glance, looks to be pretty good condition. Could just be the centering, which is way off. So I can swing that over here. Alright, then we got for Alligator. This is the premium file because it's got the new rarity symbol. We got 1, 2, 3 copies of for Alligator. Yeah, it's a beautiful card, huh? And these have seen a little better day. Little better days. Again, for people who this is like their first time watching the series, the goal here when I buy stuff is to basically, hopefully, obviously get stuff that's gradable. But at the end of the day, as long as I get something and I feel comfortable with the price I paid, that I can sell it for break even, raw, or even make money, like that's the goal. So when I'm looking at this stuff, I'm thinking, oh, hey, I paid X amount of dollars for this. I'm fine with that because I know that at the end of the day, I can sell it and I should be able to make money on it raw. If not, worst case scenario, break even. And if it's gradable, we should be doing well, dog. You know what I'm saying? So next up, we got Dark Gyarados. Looks like just 1 copy of this from Rocket. Yeah, I mean, none of these cards look bad. Well, I can't say that. Some of these cards are going to look bad, but most of them don't look too bad. It's just, they're going to be good binder copies for somebody. But, getting graded stuff out of this, I mean, it's a roll of the dice a lot of times. We got Suicune here from Neo 3 Rev. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 copies of Suicune. Beautiful card. Might fan these out for a thumbnail pick. So if you're seeing this as the thumbnail, I did this on camera. Because that's how professional I am. I'm not very good at fanning, I'm not gonna lie. It's not my forte. We got 9 copies of Suicune here. Beautiful card. Back copy looks not too bad, actually. Take a look at that a little further. Could be a dent somewhere I'm not seeing. But, yeah, doesn't look too bad to me. Cool. That's what we like to see. Next up, looks like we got one copy of Magikarp from base. No rarity symbol. This stuff always usually doesn't show up in great condition, but actually, nah, it's got a nasty nick there. I was gonna say it didn't look bad at first, but yeah, she's not great, but still, it's no rarity Magikarp. I mean, it's the Japanese first edition, so. Got Zapdos from base set. This should all be regular rarity. 1, 2, 3 copies of that. If I got a new rarity of this for the price I paid for a regular, we'd be pretty pumped on that, but stuff like that doesn't happen too often. Doesn't look too bad in the back of this one. It looks fairly clean, so we'll see. All this stuff gets gone over under a good light in a light box, and then from there, either goes off for grading or gets put in a box to be listed as singles. So we got Raikou here, one copy it looks like from E3 Rev. Yeah, Raikou's got damage right off. Oh yeah, it's near mint, right? This is some people's near mint on eBay, believe it or not, but not mine. Not mine. I think that would be heavy play. If there looks even worse under the light, probably damaged. We got Porygon here. Cool Porygon. 1, 2, 3 copies of Porygon. From the CD promo box. Cool Porygon looking pretty cool in the back of this one. A little scratchy here and there, but not too bad, not too bad. Got Dark Dragonite. Rocket 1, 2, 3 copies. Been picking up a lot of these. If you've seen some of these, I think I had like 20 something or 30 something the other week, but not bad looking, not bad. A little nick there, but take it. Then we got Dragonite from Fossil, one copy looks to be, yeah, one copy. Yeah, we got something going on there. I don't know what that is. Is that tape? I don't know. Could be. It's a mystery. All right, we got Dragonair from base set. 1, 2 copies of this. Man, this one, unless I'm seeing something wrong, this one looks way darker printed than this one, huh? Definitely. Oh, yeah, we got indents all over that one. That's a nice heavy play cop. Yeah, these are pretty thrashed. So we got one copy of Hungry Snorlax, CD promo. Snorlax be looking pretty not bad. I mean, not great, but not bad. And then lastly, for old back stuff, we have the Game Boy promo Dragonite. Pretty iconic card as far as old back promos go. Looks like we got an indent there. Yeah, just out here having fun, going through some cards. Pretty casual. It's just kind of cool when you think about it. I mean, you guys might see some of these cards from all the way from this stage to when I do a video, then getting sent off for grading to when they come back from grading, and then maybe even potentially on one of the Monday sales recaps when one sells. I mean, one of these cards could potentially be on camera up to 4 times, which is crazy to think about. The journey it could take. We got Ludicolo here from Miracle Crystal, the Delta species. Big old neck up at the top there, and it looks like that's what's probably the biggest issue with that. We have Torchic here, 7-Eleven promo, obviously the hollow version. There's a non-hollow as well. Nick up on the top of that one as well. We've got Ninetales EX from Undone Seal. 3 copies. Nice swirl on that one. I like how they did the eyes in the background. Like, I guess I would assume it's probably just like the opacity is like way down, and like they could just it's like a see-through type thing with the Ninetales in the front. Probably nothing crazy, but it still does look cool. And we got a lot of whitening on that one. We got Rapidash here. Ooh, excuse me, croaking up. Got Rapidash here from Expedition. Doesn't look too bad. E-Series has definitely fallen a lot in price since the boom, but I mean, I would say lowest you're going to get an E-Series 10 for is probably around $100 for something lower end, and I mean, that stuff, I mean, if you're talking Gengar, Umbreon, can go anywhere from like 2-3K, and then obviously crystals are insane, so. We got Flareon here from Unseen Forces. No, not Unseen Forces. That's English. Golden Sky, Silvery Ocean. Really beautiful card. We got 3 copies, it looks like. Really pretty card. Back copy looking like whatever that is. That might be... Oh, yeah, that comes right off. I've talked about it before when they do the cutting process. It's like shavings get put onto here. I don't know if like the knives are hot from like just working or friction or whatever, and then like it almost adheres to the back and you have to like kind of scrape it or wipe it off with something. But it's definitely a thing I see a lot. Doesn't look too bad other than that. I'll have to clean the rest of that off when I get to this later on, but not a bad copy. Next up, we got Ho-Oh Legend. Looks like we got top and we got some bottoms. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 top pieces. And we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 bottom pieces. Couldn't have been even, right? I'll do a little mock up there. What Ho-Oh is supposed to look like in this. He'd be looking thick, you know? Look at that. I mean, that ain't a perfect matchup here, but yeah, I mean, Ho-Oh be looking thick. Oof. Kind of looks like a stuffed turkey, which Thanksgiving is coming up, so maybe we'll have some stuffed Ho-Oh this year. Again, we had 10 copies of the top. I do love the colors in Ho-Oh, like the rainbow colors, but ooh, it's a nasty scratch. Yeah, the back one of this does not look great. A lot of indents, scuffs, scratches, etc. And then we got bottom pieces here, 11. And looks like this one is a pretty good match for that one because it is not in great shape either. All right, next up we have Raikou Entei Legend. This is a bottom. I don't know if there's any tops. I think it's just bottom pieces. Excuse me. Got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 copies. Nice swirl on this one. Raikou kind of looking stubby. Like what is it with the cats that are like flat faced? It's kind of what it reminds me of. Flat faced cat. Back one, oof, not looking great on this one. I know the last video we did, I think number 4. Yeah, well, yeah. Number 4 would be before 5. Yeah, so number 4, the last one I did of this, we got pretty lucky. It seemed like there's a lot of stuff in nice condition. I didn't really go through it yet, so I can't say. But from what I was seeing on camera, it looked like I had a lot of nice stuff. This, we're not seeing anything too great. I am only looking at 1 copy at the back, but at the same time, I mean, usually that's a good precursor to what the rest of them are going to look like. I don't even know if that's the word. I just said what's the word I used. So if I'm wrong the way I'm using that word, I wouldn't be surprised. But we got Darkrai. Yeah, Darkrai. Darkrai Cresselia top. Darkrai looking crazy in this one. I don't know if you can see the artists on these. Shinji Higuchi. And then Noriko Takaya. I would assume Shinji did the top, but that's an awesome Darkrai. Got what? I said 4 copies of this. Darkrai Cresselia. Back one of this. Looks like we got a nick up there. Not too bad otherwise. Yeah, I don't know why this Crocodile keeps coming off the back of here, but he definitely wants to be showed off. We got Mighty Anna here. 1 copy from Holland Research Tower. Ooh, well, that's obviously near mint, right? We got Mega Tyranitar EX, a little bit more modern here. From Awakening Psychic King, I believe is what this one's from. I could be completely wrong on that, but I think I listed one the other day, and that's what this was. Little nick at the top. I mean, this stuff's going to look cleaner than everything else just because it's more new, but sometimes you see a modern, like a super modern card. There's a nice indent on that. Sometimes you see a super modern card looking thrashed, and you're like, man, some kid was carrying this everywhere. We got Tyranitar here from Rocket Gang Strikes Back. 1, 2, 3, 4 copies. Always really like this card. It gives me Godzilla vibes for sure. This one be looking pretty clean. All right. We like that. Got Lugia bottom piece from Soul Silver collection. 1 copy. not sure what my favorite legend is as far as top bottom pieces. I'd say Lugia is probably up there for me. Coming out of the water or coming through the water, or, you know, wherever he be coming, right? Yeah. Yeah. You take that one home with you. All right, we got, oop. Apparently we got a sticker here. All right. Well, that was interesting. Dropped right on out of there. Crocodile's mad, dude. Throwing stuff now, too. Got top pieces here of the Kyogre Groudon legend. This one looks pretty sweet, too. Back of this one's looking pretty clean, actually. So, that could be a prospect. Don't worry, guys. This isn't the last of it. We have a whole big old stack here yet. Just, this is what I grabbed so far. We actually have double what I just went through, I think, yet. We got White Kyurem. Well, that could be a... No, this is regular Kyurem, excuse me. That could be a good thing or a bad thing. Maybe some of you are just like, get this over with, and then some of you are like, oh, hey, this is really cool. I like seeing these cards. I mean, who am I kidding? That's not happening. I know you're not. I know you're not interested, but it's all right. I'm having fun. We're having a good time here. This one's got some weird, like, scuff line up here. I don't know what that's about, but neck down here. But yeah, black and white stuff. I don't know if the printing wasn't too great for that. It's not even just English, but definitely Japanese as well. But see a lot of damage stuff from that. But yeah, here we go, Crocodile. Trainer's Mag, Crocodile. I don't know what was with this thing falling out the back constantly, but it does not look too bad. Maybe that's what he was doing. Or actually, why does this look so, like, the border looks like extra thick? You see what I'm saying? Like, and it's like super uniform all the way across. Yeah, even like the thing looks like cut off there. That's interesting. Huh. Yeah, it looks like super... Like, I know it's not perfect all the way around these. Like, it's kind of like blurred in or shaded in, whatever you want to call it. But this one looks like way off. Huh. It's interesting. Like a really jagged edge right there. You know what? I have a zoom feature. It's crazy that I just wouldn't use it. But my dog's starting to snore. But you see how that's like really rounded and cut off there? It's almost like it didn't print the back. It's even like off center too. It's a super clean copy though. Huh. It's kind of cool. I've probably seen something like this before, but definitely caught my eye as soon as I turned it around. I guess that's terrible. That's like how nerded out I am at this point with this stuff. When you see a card and you just immediately notice something seems strange or off with it. All right, we got Kingler. 1, 2, 3 copies of Kingler from Expedition. Obviously the holo. I love that Pokemon like Kingler got a holo back in E-Series. I think that's why I like E-Series so much, because the quote-unquote more like less popular Pokemon got a lot of love. Back of this one, not too great. Not too great. But that doesn't mean the front doesn't look bad, so, you know, somebody may be happy with that, or real happy. You never know. All right, we got Octillery, one copy of Octillery from Wind from the Sea. Looking like an indent at the top. Nice, nice. Got a Zoom Arrow here, 1, 2 copies from Town No Map. Obviously, the front one does not look great. Back one, got a little whitening. Don't look too bad other than that, though. I'm sure I'll find something. Got Pikachu, which that's actually kind of fitting. That looks cool, like with all the Pikachus in the background. That works. We like that. It's pretty sweet. Pikachu, though, Pokepark Pikachu, PCGP promo, 1, 2 copies. I always thought this should be holo. I don't know what it is. Like, even when you see Pokemon, even when you see pictures online, a lot of times, like, when you're buying them, like, it just almost looks like it has a holo to it. Ooh, nice little hairline crease there. That's nice. Still a nice card, though. Got 1 copy of Kabutops here from... Or is this one Holland Research Tower? No, this is not. This is... Is this just Holland Phantoms? It's probably something else, obviously, but... got a nick at the bottom. Some scratchies. Not too great. Got Electrode. Town of No Map. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 copies. Electrode got this like goofy look on his face, like he's got one big like center tooth and then like teeth out from that. I don't know why Electrode would have teeth to begin with, but I don't know what he's eating, but that's, I don't know, kind of a very, very creepy looking Electrode for sure. It honestly gives me like Imposter Professor Oak vibes, like, you know, like Imposter Professor Oak looks like a knockoff version of Oak. Like this one gives me like knockoff vibes of Electrode. Like it's like not really Electrode. It's, you know, like kind of like a Mimikyu thing where it's copying. Very, very strange. I don't know if I've ever seen like the circle on the bottom of the Electrode either. I don't know. It's a cool card. This one looks pretty clean. Talking crap on Electrode and I get a nice copy. Whatever, that works. We got Lugia EX here. I believe this is Plasma Gale. Got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 copies of Lugia. It's funny when you go from something older to looking modern. It's cool, like the lightning bolts kind of light up. Sweet. We got, oh man, well, that one's definitely not mint, huh? Looks like none of these are. Maybe this was playable or something, because it is odd a lot to see like certain cards sometimes like they're like marred and mauled and destroyed, and it makes sense then when you find out like, oh, that card was super playable back in the day, and that's why they're, a lot of times the front will look good but the back will just be absolutely destroyed. Wow, talk about sun faded on that one, huh? Look, you can even see it in the stack. Sheesh. Sun faded Magneton. All right. Rare exclusive air worth $1 billion. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 copies of Magneton from Town. Town, no map? Yeah, Town. Magneton got all the cards back in the day because everybody was asking for Magnetons. Everybody was. Oh, we got a nice indent up there. Otherwise, pretty clean. Front might be clean. Maybe one of those copies is still is excellent because, I mean, realistically, it's still excellent condition. Not one of those people who's like, oh my god, it's got a pinhole dent on the back of it, otherwise it's a mint card, but now it's damaged. It's like, that doesn't really make any sense. Man, you know what I mean? Like, that doesn't make any sense. We got Skarmory here, black and white promo with the stamp. I can't remember what release campaign set this was for, but right there it is. If I could read Japanese, I'd be able to tell you, but I can't. Got 1, 2, 3 copies of this. I always thought this was a pretty cool card. I think this might be a Japanese exclusive, but I could be wrong. Little whitening on the bottom. Pretty clean overall other than that, though. These one, like, it's just like one card keeps falling off the back when I do this, and I don't know why. I don't know what's going on. I mean, I guess it is the back. I mean, I don't know why I'm saying I don't know what's going on, but we got Caterpie here from Soul Silver Collection, reverse, and this is typical for this stuff. Just, this is like probably one of the worst offenders for Japanese as far as cards that ended up getting easily damaged. Like, they're so easily scratched. I mean, not just like, hey, I'm going through the pack scratch, but like just the littlest things scratch this stuff up. I mean, I can probably, yeah, I mean, you see right there. I don't know if that's gonna stay, but yeah, it is. Just like, or it could just be some scummy stuff on there from the last owner. I don't know, but you can see my nail streak there. I wouldn't do that if this was mint, but obviously it is not mint condition. We got Decidueye here, 2 copies from Ultra Shiny GX. Definitely jumping around a lot here with what we got. But what could possibly be wrong with that? Actually, doesn't look bad. I don't know. Maybe we're good to go on that. Okay, got Executor. I always really like this artwork by Baba. I don't know, just always been a big fan. This is one that at some point probably will, if I grade a nice copy, will swing into the collection. I don't know what it is about this one. I just really like it. We got 2 copies of Executor from Will Win from the Sea. Nice little scratch on the front of that one, so that one won't be the gem mint copy that goes in my collection. Sam, what are you doing over there? A Dog's Life. Oh man, we got a lot going on that one. All right, next up we got Trico 7-Eleven promo. Obviously the holo version. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 copies. Really pretty card. Nice artwork by Jimeno. Going to the back. There's a long extruded dent there. I don't think extruded is the word I'm looking for. I don't even know why I use that word, but that's what we got. That's what you got from me. But yeah, not great condition there. Not great. Wheezing Expedition. 1, 2, 3, 4 copies. This is by the legendary Kusajima. Got the angriest Wheezing. Did I say coughing? I don't know. But either way, we got Wheezing. And Wheezing not very happy. His conjoined twin, I guess we would call it. I don't know what's going on there. He just kind of seems like, you know what, bro, I gotta go wherever he goes. That's how we roll. That's how this works. And he's just like, you know, he's the boss. He kind of looks like a boss in this one. This is a nice card. I don't know if you've ever seen this card this close up. Probably never have, never will again, but there you go. You're getting it. You get it all here on this YouTube channel, you know? Get it all here. That should be somebody's wallpaper. Hope it is. Okay, I'm done being obnoxious for now. Take a look at the back copy. Oh, you know what? It's kind of crazy. You zoom in and you can see better on there. You know, that kind of makes sense. Looks like a little indent there. Otherwise, oh, got a lot of whitening there too. So, nothing great going on there. All right, we got Beedrill here from Mysterious Mountains. I love this card for sure. I don't know. I just like cards where there's like multiple of the same Pokemon in it. Just kind of cool. But we got 1, 2 copies of Beedrill. Beedrill with that big old swirl. Beedrill looking pretty clean. Oh, yeah. All right. Take those. We like that. Got Muck, Tano Map. 1, 2, 3. Oh, got some sun fading going on that one too, and this one. I wonder what's up with that. A couple of copies. Got 1, 2. Oh, and the front copy is the same too. That's really strange. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 copies of Muck. I'm wondering if that's like all from the same person, but like, I mean, for all of them to get sun faded, I feel like you would have had to. I don't know, maybe it's just light printing. I think that's what I'm going to say, because I feel like for all these to be sun faded, he would have had to have them all on display, and I really doubt that. Oof. Well, that one don't look good. That's not pretty. Pretty back until you know, it's like, hey, it's like makeup. It's like, ooh, oh, ooh, oh. See that? Oof. Tough times there. Well, hopefully there are a couple other nice copies in there. They honestly do look very clean. I'm wondering if they got sold for a price that I thought was affordable because somebody thought they were sun faded, but I don't know. I think it's too. I mean, you can definitely tell a difference from the front to the back copy. I mean, you can see it in the green, you can see it in the purple, but I think it'd be really strange for someone to try and sun fade like 7 copies of Muck from Town of No Map. But hey, that was what their goal was. I'm not here to judge, even though I'm kind of judging. We got Butterfree here by Kazuki. Nice little swirl here. We got 2 copies from Expedition. Oh, yeah. Great artwork. Great card. Not so great back on this one. Interesting. Yeah, we don't like that. Oh, well. You win some, you lose a lot. Wheezing again. Rocket Gang strikes back. Dark Wheezing to be exact. Wheezing's got a swirl there too. The prettiest Wheezing. 3 copies of Wheezing. Little nick there. Something there. Looks like that could just be trimming from the card that needs scraped off, or I feel like that's a terrible word to use, scraped off, when, I mean, you are scraping it off, but not so violently like that to get it off. But, yeah, it's a nice card. All right, we got Golem. Two copies of Golem from Expedition by the fantastic Kasube. Kasube is a legend, and I just found out that Kasube is female the other day. I thought it was a guy, but I was wrong. Kasube is a woman. I mean, it doesn't matter, but I'm just saying, like, I think that's one of those things you don't know. Like, some of these Japanese names, like, I don't personally know which ones are masculine or feminine, so. But, yeah, got Golem, Kasube. I might do a Kasube binder. I think it'd be really cool to do that. Ooh, down on that one. Kasube has some fantastic artwork. Kasube has a lot of good artwork outside of the actual TCG, like in old art books and all that kind of stuff. We have Mag Cargo from Mysterious Mountains. We got 2 copies of Mag Cargo. Mag Cargo was also a big hit back in the day. Apparently, everybody was asking for Mag Cargo cards because there's 2 in E-Series, which I'm all right with because I like Mag Cargo. But ooh, we're twisting around here. Hold on. Come on back. There we go. For me, it's not. I like the fire type one, and this one does look really good. But man, give another one a shot. You know, you just think of all the possibilities they could have got an E-Series hollow. You know what I mean? I mean, this could be what? Let me think of a really good one that they missed out from the first 251. Although they did get a lot of good ones. Oh man, like just a Snorlax. Like a Snorlax? Come on, man. You know, a Snorlax. Look up on Instagram, Citizen Snips. I've seen them. I'm pretty sure I follow them. Hopefully I do, because they do good. But the dude does custom cards, and normally I hate that kind of stuff. I don't like things that aren't unique, but like this is like another level of custom. Like this is like, hey, I did this fantastic alternate art of this and put it on a card, and there's a Snorlax one, or one at least that has Snorlax on it, an E-Series one. Dude, like when I see stuff like that, you just think of what could have been, and you're just like, oh my gosh, that'd been so nice. But anyway, I digress. Moving on, we're almost finished up here. You guys can leave. Class will be dismissed soon. We have Machamp Expedition, 1, 2, 3 copies. Kind of a dull Machamp. Expedition in general, I mean, I know it's like the base set, the introduction to E-Series, but it's definitely very basic, very plain, not a lot of super great artwork as far as, compared to the rest of E-Series, I should say. It's good artwork, just not, some of it is not quite as good as the rest of E-Series. But, yeah, Machamp's looking like a Nick up top there, and not too bad other than that. And lastly, everybody's favorite Pokemon, Regirock EX play promo. This one actually is pretty cool looking. I don't know. The Regice, Registeel, and Regirock were all kind of done in the same style. But looks like we got a little bit of a nick up top. Looks like a fingerprint there, which obviously wouldn't be my fingerprint because I'm not touching it, you know. But yeah, looks like pretty clean overall. Yeah. That's what we got. That's what we got for $1,400. I'm pretty happy with it. I don't get too upset about this stuff too often because I'm the one making decisions to purchase it. So, I mean, how could I be upset at myself if I made the decision? I mean, I guess I could technically, but you know what I'm saying. But yeah, $1,400. Pretty happy with all this. Be going through this stuff. I would say never, because that's pretty much how things work for me. I just have so much inventory that, I mean, honestly, this year I'm going to be super focused. Definitely going to spend less on inventory going into 2024, not because I don't want to buy. I love buying. That's like one of my favorite things to do. But I need to get through the inventory that I have and get everything organized, situated, ready for grading, listed as singles, before I really just take on a ton of inventory. I think I spent $150,000 this year. And again, that's not a flex. That's not to, that's not the goal there. It's just give you an idea of like how much I actually spent on inventory this year and like what I'm dealing with in the office space here as far as what I really need to get through and get listed. It's a ton of inventory considering, you think this is like $1,500. So you think this times basically 100. 100 times. And then you got to think a lot of it gets graded, a lot of it needs gone through. Sometimes orders are a lot bigger than this as far as quantity goes. I mean, you're probably talking in, probably got like 40,000 cards this year, maybe even more, probably more than that, probably like 50,000 cards. So, I mean, it's just a lot to have to go through. And again, I like buying more than I do the other stuff because, I mean, who doesn't like buying? So, going to take a little bit of a breather on that so I can get through all this stuff, get it listed for everybody, and really start moving things. And the ideal situation is to basically at the end of, and I know it's crazy outlook for next year already, but at the end of next year, be all caught up to the point where, hey, I get this in, I do this video for you guys, go through it. After I'm done here, I get out, I sort it the way I need to sort it. I go through it as far as condition checking, put a condition on it if it's going to get sold as played, put it in a card saver and tuck it away if it's going to get graded, and then immediately list the copies in the condition specified on eBay and have the stuff in queue for grading, when that particular card should go in for a submission. That's the ideal world. Will that happen? I hope I can get myself together here and really grind this out to do that for next year. I'd love to have this. I mean, not that I don't think I have a good system running here, but I'd like to be like more of a well-oiled machine. I'd really like to see stuff coming in, getting processed, going out. And then from there, you can kind of just order as much inventory as you want. I could be like, oh, well, I'll do $5,000 in inventory this week or whatever, or $6,000. And then, if I'm too slow in processing it, then I just don't order anything the following week or following 2 weeks or whatever until I get that going through. But that's basically like my plan. I know I'm rambling here, kind of going off topic of just going through this stuff, but as a business and someone doing this full time, that's just kind of like my outlook and what I'd kind of like to get done. The more efficient you can be, the more organized you can be, the better systems you can develop. And not only that, when you develop a system, you should be trying to better it, and you should be trying to look at better ways to get it done and better ways to do things, because there's always going to be a way to help yourself and be more efficient. But there's also times where, you shouldn't change things. Like, just because somebody else is doing something a certain way doesn't mean that you should do that certain way. Do what works best for you, and, that's just kind of how you have to grind it out. But, yeah. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Hopefully you enjoyed that rambling talk at the end, discussing all that nonsense and basically my plans. But yeah, that's my plan for next year, is just to basically have things to the point so dialed in that, I'm knocking out videos, I'm processing things immediately when it comes in, and I am not light years behind, which I feel like I am right now, which is never bad to have inventory, especially when it's paid for. But yeah. Things need going through. We need to get a little catch up going on here, and this is my second year doing this full time. It's been awesome, but I need to, now that I know that this is what I'm going to be doing for the foreseeable future, we need to get dialed in. Best way I can say it. Got to get dialed in. Got to get focused. Got to get this stuff down to an absolute science and provide best customer service I can, and just do the best I can as a seller. So yeah. As always, guys, like, subscribe, comment down below, or don't. But either way, I'll catch you in the next one. Thanks for watching. Appreciate you.